Good morning, or should I say welcome again to CryptoJet, holders, shillers, and my fellow blockchain degenerates. Make sure to leave a like if you like this Solana video, subscribe and hit that notification bell for some more crypto news, insights, and pretty much everything on the market. Now, before we get a little bit deeper into the technicals, I'll show you what this continuation pattern is and where we can expect Solana to actually go, considering the log chart. We're going to talk a little bit about the general market situation, news in the market, a little bit about the Solana project. So we're going to cover pretty much everything that you would like to see today. First of all, Binance tweeting good morning. We can just move straight past that towards Solana at the $160 mark at this point. Now, this coin has actually had one of the craziest growth I've ever seen in cryptocurrencies. It has a market cap of $50 billion at this moment, but just at the beginning of 2021, we had a price of $1. So right here at this lowest spot, it was $1. At the highest spot, it was over $200. So that's a huge increase, and it's probably made a lot of people rich. If you switch off the logarithmic chart, you can see how crazy this growth has been since even the July period, when we had that greater dip in the market. It was at $20, so it's still a 10 times increase, right? But that's why I like to look at the log charts. Moving on, market cap of 50 billion. You can actually purchase Solana on Binance, Coinbase, and those are the largest exchanges if you haven't known until now. But I would recommend not buying this coin yet, but waiting for this zone, which I'm going to explain in a second. The total market cap dominance, or Bitcoin dominance, it has been falling in the past year, so since the beginning of 2021, meaning that people are finally starting to realize that other and better projects than Bitcoin are appearing in the market. So Ethereum and altcoins are pretty much in the same market cap range, with Bitcoin being probably about double of that. But I do believe that we're going to see Ethereum and these altcoins overtaking Bitcoin in dominance in the future. Now, one of the more important news sources that I've actually seen is that institutional investors are finally taking money out of gold and putting it into Bitcoin. You can read a little bit about this article right here, but basically they're seeing Bitcoin as a better hedge against inflation than gold is, because the more inflation happens, the more people will actually start to invest into cryptocurrencies, first of all. And second of all, the properties of cryptocurrencies themselves don't allow them to inflate in price. So they're just going to become more and more valuable as demand becomes higher, rather than less and less valuable as supply becomes higher in the case of printing of money. So moving on to Solana, we can actually see that they are one of the fastest blockchains, decentralized blockchains built in the world, and they want to basically scale into oblivion, and they have user-friendly decentralized applications and whatnot. So very fast, to over 2,000 transactions per second. This is the total number of transactions. Their cost is very low. They have a lot of validator nodes. You can check out all of their so Phantom is actually their wallet. We're going to see a little tweet about that later, but all of these are sort of partnerships that are either building on Solana's network or using Solana's network in some way, shape, or form. Say hello, learn more about Solana. Okay, so scaling is one of the most important things in blockchain networks and buildability and everything. And Ethereum has been having scaling and scalability problems recently, but with the layer 2 systems that are coming out that essentially make every blockchain more efficient, there is a better way to scale. And what scaling actually is if you have 10 people operating on the network, it's easy, right? You just have to process 10 transactions. But if you have 100 people and then an extra 1,000 people every single day trying to do that, there's going to become some bottlenecks in the system, unless the system is good enough. And Solana is good enough. So it's so scalable that it's going to stay at low cost forever. So $0.01 or less per transaction, and it's very, very fast, so there's nothing to worry about when it comes to that. So you can check out the community, you can check out a few other different things, but what I found interesting is that they have a hackathon actually that has passed, and I see this right now. So It's actually on for another 5 days. Yeah, because today is the 9th of October. So there's up to 5 million in funding. This looks really, really cool, to be completely honest with you. And it's good that they organized an event like this, considering that they grew by like 100 times this year. You know, I'm sure they have enough capital to to organize large scale events. So moving on, Phantom is actually the leading wallet in protection, like protection wise. So they have a wallet. Phantom is Solana's wallet, and basically what it does is it blocks websites that are considered malicious automatically. So it's like a built-in ad block in your wallet, so you don't have to worry about security. This is very, very nice, and it's actually the first time I see a crypto wallet operating as an ad block at the same time. Lastly, there's a lot of NFT projects on Solana as well. This is one of the upcoming ones where you have these collectibles, and this little cat, this little dinosaur, eagle sort of thing, and whatever this is. And you can see how much supply of each is coming out, and judging by the supply and the demand, there's going to be prices for these NFTs. And moving on to the technicals, we can actually see the price of Solana from the beginning of 2021 until right now. And what we can see is a nice zone of support right down here, a zone of resistance in the past, right? So we had resistance right here, which turned into a zone of support around the $60 mark. And ever since then, the price has sort of been rising and then creating a bullish continuation pattern. So if you want to move on to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this is forming sort of a flag, and I expect there to be one more little retracement downwards into the 61% fib level, and also into this long-term trend line since the beginning of this year, before we find significant buying pressure at that point, find a zone of support, and push the price even further up into the $300 area. So that would be it for Solana today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment if you have any future video ideas. Until we meet again, hodl for dear life, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.